At some point, almost all of us find ourselves questioning, what is the purpose of our existence? Why are we here, and what truly makes life worthwhile? These questions, though seemingly simple, invite deep, continuous reflection. Discovering a purpose, something that genuinely inspires and moves us, is like finding an inner compass guiding us toward a richer, more intentional life. But what is purpose? And more importantly, how can we truly find it? The concept of purpose has been discussed and explored across various cultures, traditions, and philosophies over the centuries. From Western philosophy to Eastern spiritual practices, the search for meaning is a theme that permeates human history. After all, a life lived without meaning can lead to a sense of emptiness, a feeling that something is missing. Many of us desire to transcend mere survival and seek more than simply fulfilling everyday obligations. We want to feel that we are part of something greater, that our lives contribute to the well-being of others and the world. However, finding this purpose is not always simple. Purpose doesn't appear magically. Often, it is shaped by our experiences, learning, and choices over the course of our lives. For some, purpose may manifest in a professional career, a social cause, or raising a family. For others, it may be more subtle, emerging from small daily gestures that bring meaning and joy. The first step, recognizing the desire for meaning. The search for purpose often begins with a sense of restlessness. We may be in a phase of life where everything looks fine on paper, a stable job, a social circle, a set of responsibilities. Yet we feel that something is missing, as if we are living a diluted version of what life could truly be. This discomfort is far from being a problem. It is a call to introspection. Often, our dissatisfaction is rooted in external expectations that we accept as truths. From childhood, we learn to prioritize certain achievements and seek validation in roles that sometimes don't align with who we truly are. Therefore, the first step is to create space to question these patterns and recognize the sincere desire for a more authentic life. Purpose does not need to be something grand or remarkable to others. It simply needs to resonate with our inner self, with what makes us feel alive and fulfilled. The practice of self-knowledge. Listening to one's own voice. To find purpose, it is essential to develop the habit of listening to oneself. Our lives are often filled with noise, expectations from society, family, and coworkers. All these elements can distort our inner voice, drowning out what we truly want. Creating moments of silence and introspection allows us to reconnect with our deepest desires. Meditation, reflective writing, and activities that promote self-awareness can help undo the layers we accumulate over time. When we dedicate a daily moment to reflect on what brings us peace, joy, and enthusiasm, we begin to notice patterns and recurring themes that guide us toward what truly matters. This practice may involve direct questions like, "What makes me feel alive?" or "When do I feel that I am in my element?" Sometimes answers don't emerge immediately, but the simple act of investigating these aspects already initiates a change. It's like turning on a light within us, revealing parts that we often overlook. Overcoming internal barriers, fears, and limiting beliefs. The search for purpose is not a path without obstacles. During the process, we may encounter fears and limiting beliefs arising from past experiences, criticism we've received, or patterns imposed upon us. These internal barriers often prevent us from acting according to our genuine desires. Fear of failure, the worry of disappointing others, and the idea that purpose is reserved for the specially gifted are common beliefs that limit our ability to explore our full potential. For many, it is easier to follow the known path, avoiding confrontation with the expectations of others and society. Overcoming these barriers involves ongoing work of self-compassion and redefining what it means to fail or succeed. When we start to see failures as opportunities for learning and growth, fear loses some of its power. The process of shedding these limiting beliefs can be challenging, but each small step creates relief, a sense of lightness that brings us closer to our true selves. The power of small actions. Finding purpose in daily life. Often, we imagine purpose as a grand and unique mission, something that will change the world or be widely recognized. However, true purpose can be found in small, daily actions. Simple things like making someone smile, helping a colleague, or dedicating time to an activity we love carry a quiet but powerful meaning. These small actions are ways of expressing our values and creating moments of connection with others. Contrary to what we often think, fulfilling a purpose does not need to be linked to work or a specific occupation. Some people find deep meaning in volunteering, caring for family, or creating art. The important thing is that these actions resonate with our essence. Purpose manifests when we start living in line with what we truly value, even in the smallest gestures. These may go unnoticed by others, but they bring a unique and sincere satisfaction. Connection with something greater. Purpose in spirituality. Various spiritual traditions and philosophies explore purpose as something that goes beyond the individual, connecting each of us to a greater whole. Spirituality, in this context, doesn't need to be tied to a specific religion. It can simply be an acknowledgement that we are part of something larger. This perspective expands our view of purpose, showing that it can be a way of contributing to collective well-being. When we connect to something greater, be it nature, a community, or the universe, our perception of purpose transforms. Each positive action, each conscious choice, becomes a contribution to a broader fabric where each life has unique value. For some, purpose is an expression of this connection. The sense that, by acting in alignment with our essence, we also benefit the whole. A peace emerges when we feel that our actions contribute to collective good, like a unique piece in a universal puzzle. Practical exercises to explore. Purpose. The search for purpose does not have to be abstract. There are practical exercises that help turn this search into an active, concrete investigation. Reflective writing. Set aside a few minutes each day to write about what brings you happiness and satisfaction. Explore memories and experiences that have given you a sense of peace and completeness, and question why those moments were so special. Creative visualization. Imagine the scene of a life where you live according to your values and passions. Visualize what you do, how you feel, and who is around you. This practice helps create an inspiring vision for the future. Reflective questions. Simple questions like, what makes my heart sing? Or, what activity makes me lose track of time? Can bring valuable insights. Explore these questions without rush, allowing the answers to emerge naturally. Intentional experimentation. Often, purpose reveals itself when we try new activities. Try something you've always been curious about, like a new hobby, a volunteer cause, or an artistic activity. Practical experience can be revealing. Purpose in evolution. Flexibility as part of the journey. Purpose is not fixed. It changes and adapts as we grow and gain new perspectives. What makes sense in one stage of life may transform as we live new experiences. This natural movement of adaptation and renewal is essential for a meaningful life. By accepting that purpose is dynamic, we can welcome each phase of life with greater ease and openness to new possibilities. When we recognize this flexibility, each life stage becomes an opportunity for self-discovery. We may follow a path and, at some point, realize that what once felt meaningful no longer satisfies us. This transition doesn't mean we've lost our purpose. It means we're ready to explore new ways of living it. The ongoing journey, purpose as path, not destination. In the end, purpose is more about the journey than the destination. Each step we take, each choice made with intention, contributes to a meaningful life. Living with purpose doesn't mean having all the answers. It means being willing to walk with authenticity, recognizing the beauty of small moments and small actions. The search for purpose is a personal, deep process, a continuous exploration of what makes us feel whole and alive. And, by walking this path, we discover that the true meaning of life is not in reaching a final goal, but in finding joy, connection, and authenticity at every stage along the way.